Today's the day, everyone. It's a big day. We've been talking about this behind the scenes a lot, and I do mean a whole lot, seriously. Like, probably cumulative, like, weeks of discussions have gone on about this, but I do have some updates for you when it comes to our Tesla plan. Once again, thank you all for watching and supporting directly on Patreon. And last year when we announced this, we were planning on going forward with the Model Y. There was still a lot of hope in our minds that the standard range Model Y would come back, or they would do a lithium iron phosphate version. That obviously has not happened, and we've seen the back order for the long-range Model Y grow and grow and grow. And yes, I'm still very excited to see the 4680 batteries, the structural battery pack coming out of Giga Texas, but it's clear to me that there is so much pent-up demand for this model that Tesla is either going to launch the 4680 batteries in a quiet manner, so they'll only launch it on the East Coast or in the central United States, which I'm not in either of those regions, and they're gonna either software lock the batteries to have similar range to the long-range Model Y, and a lot of the benefits of the new manufacturing approaches won't be really utilized for the consumer. It will mostly be great for Tesla. It will improve their margins, and it'll allow them to ramp vehicles faster, but as someone who's in the market for it, it's probably not going to be cheaper for us. If anything, Tesla will probably raise the price if they do let you order a specific 4680 Model Y, because everybody's going to want that thing. If they do end up just making performance models at first, then they might even raise the price further. It's already at 64, 65, maybe it'll get up to 67, and that's kind of outside of our budget, especially once you factor in registration and sales tax and all that. It quickly jumps to a $70,000 purchase, and I love the Model Y. I've actually been in that type of Tesla more than any other Tesla, because my good friend Mike, who we visit pretty frequently, has a Model Y, so if I want to cover things going on with that vehicle, I have reasonably close access to it. But we've actually been driving a sedan for the past 4 or 5 years now, and truthfully, there's not been a ton of circumstances where we were like, man, we wish our car had more storage space, because, you know, I work from home, we don't have any pets, and, you know, we want to do some more road tripping in the Tesla once we get it, but there's this massive price difference between the Model Y, which we like for car camping, but the honest truth is it's like $14,000 or $15,000 cheaper to get a Model 3, and with that kind of money you can buy a lot of hotel rooms at the end of the day. And because range is not super important to us, because I've been playing around with the A Better Route Planner app, and we live in a warm climate, you know, it never snows where we live, we're not too concerned about having under 300 miles of range, especially now that we know factually that the rear-wheel drive Model 3 has the lithium iron phosphate battery pack. So actually, if you plug in destinations between the rear-wheel drive Model 3 and the long-range Model Y, you get there in about the same amount of time. It's usually a margin of a couple minutes, and the rear-wheel drive Model 3 is a lighter vehicle, which means it consumes less energy per mile. In other words, even if the Model 3 takes a bit longer to get somewhere else, it will cost less to charge because it's requiring less energy, which does make a difference because, unfortunately, the referral program is not around anymore, so we are going to be paying for every mile we drive in this thing, whether we charge it from home or at a supercharger. So the Model 3 has just been too dang tempting. Like, that $14,000 price difference is just too good to leave at the table, despite the fact that I know there's changes coming with the Model Y line, and I'm definitely still excited to see what Giga Texas can produce. We're planning trips, okay? We have family members we want to see, and we have places that we want to drive to, and it's already impacting our travel plans. Like, well, we would fly here if we don't have the Tesla, and if we do have the Tesla, then we'll drive. So that's why today we're actually going to be reserving the rear-wheel drive Model 3. And I've been very much looking forward to this day for a long time. Currently, it's sitting at $45,000, which is a lot more than it used to be, but I love the fact that with lithium iron phosphate, you can actually charge to 100% every single day, whereas if we were going with the long-range Model Y, then for daily charging, you're really only getting to 80%, and 80% of 330 ends up being actually pretty dang close to the max range of the iron phosphate batteries. And I feel like I should probably put my money where my mouth is as well, because I've been defending lower range vehicles for a long time on this channel, and I've been advocating as to why lithium iron phosphate is so great and how I wish Tesla would put it in more vehicles. Elon has even said that he expects most batteries in the future to be under that chemistry, and because I've been defending it so much and I've been praising how cool of a chemistry that is, I guess I should probably live it out and cover the ownership experience long term of what it's like to own a lithium iron phosphate vehicle and see how efficient it is, see how good the range numbers are, and from from all the reviews I've seen of people buying the rear-wheel drive Model 3, they are very happy with it and impressed by how far and efficient it can still be. But I should also mention, you know, we love the practicality of the Model Y, and in the future, if our lifestyle changes or we reach a point where we realize that a sedan is just not cutting it for us, we're not against like selling this Tesla and opting for a Model Y once maybe in the future the 4680 batteries are actually allowing for much higher range numbers, and there's a way on the Tesla website to specifically order a Model Y with 4680 batteries, and you know you're going to get 380 or 400 miles range or more. When that day comes, which I don't think is going to be this year, honestly, we might consider upgrading in the future, but we just figured that if we can get by with the Model 3, because it is much cheaper than the Model Y, and even if they did make a standard range or lithium iron phosphate Model Y, it would probably still cost many thousands of dollars more than the Model 3 I'm about to buy. So if we can live with less, basically that's to our advantage. We save some money and we can get back into investing and putting that money towards other things in life, while simultaneously having a much more efficient, much safer vehicle to review for the channel and cover the ownership experience of. So we actually do dig the white exterior. I considered Midnight Silver Metallic because that is a free color now at no additional charge, and I've seen a lot of Midnight Silver Teslas out there. The Model Y I get to check out all the time is that exact color, but I think I just overall prefer the way the white contrasts with the black Aero wheels. Yes, I'm not going for sport wheels. And the matte black trim, I just think that having that kind of symmetry, having the colors being opposites like that is a cool look. Definitely makes it much easier to know where the door handle is when it's dark outside. And yeah, from an aesthetics point of view, some people may disagree with me on this, but I actually just don't really like the way the sport wheels look. I think that it is a little bit too flashy and it's driving a bit too much attention, and the rim design is kind of unoriginal, but the Aero wheels are free and they actually get you better range. So they're not the prettiest rims in the world, but if I'm going with a lower range Tesla, I definitely want to get every bit of mileage I can out of it. But estimated delivery right now is sitting at August of 2022, and one thing that would actually move that up a little bit is opting for the white interior, which we've talked a lot about. Even just today we were going back and forth about it, but every time I've seen a white interior in person, I dig it. I think it looks amazing and I love the look, but it is an extra $1,000. But in the grand scheme, in the price of the vehicle and the fact that it moves up our estimated delivery a little bit so that we can get on the road and start taking trips sooner, I'm very much a fan of the look. I think it looks fairly premium and very light on the inside. It feels just a tiny bit more luxurious than the black interior, and I've seen a lot of people on either side of this discussion, but I certainly think it complements the exterior being white as well, so that's the way I'm gonna do it. Full self-driving at $12,000. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the most advanced self-driving package in the world, but I'm definitely comfortable with just doing the subscription a couple of months out of the year. I'll cover the improvement of the beta as time goes on, but there's definitely gonna be months where we're traveling overseas and the car's not gonna be driven as much, so I would just unsubscribe during those months, and I would be spending far less money than paying for it outright, unless we start factoring in, you know, like 10 years or 15 years of how much the subscription would cost. But over that amount of time, I could also, you know, just invest the other $11,000 and see how stock performs over time and how much gains we can get from that investment. So this is it. Black and white, partial premium interior. We've got autopilot included. We've got the pearl white paint. Rear-wheel drive is the slowest Tesla on the website, but I'm a huge fan of slower EVs because they tend to have better efficiency, and I'm not a performance junkie at all. You know, my car does 0 to 60 in 1.2 minutes. So the fact that this does 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds is still plenty fast, and we have a $250 non-refundable order fee. Why does that have to be non-refundable? I get that they don't want people like ordering the car and then delaying delivery or canceling, but if someone does go through with the delivery, they should just apply that $250 towards the vehicle price. Well, it's Tesla. They can get away with this stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and use Apple Pay. I should get 2% cash back with that. Whew, this is a big moment. Okay, this is a big purchase. This is the biggest purchase in my life aside from my house, but okay. There's been a lot of hype, there's a lot of excitement, and dare I say this is a dream vehicle of sorts. Oh, and it's getting the new headlights. That's right, I forgot they added that. So once that software update comes out, I'll have the adaptive matrix LEDs. That's awesome. So, okay. Here it is. I think it's time. I am clicking now. It's asking me to pay with Touch ID. Oh, that's cool. I'm actually going to buy my car with this fingerprint. The year is 2022. All right, I'm gonna just rest my finger there. Processing payments. Oh, moment of truth. says done. Model 3 order confirmed. Haha. Yes. I've been waiting to see this hedgehog for so freaking long. I'm glad that this is actually going through. This is real. This is actually unfolding. I'm sorry if you were really diehard hoping I would get the Model Y, but keep in mind, this is not probably our last Tesla, and I also think that since I know exactly what I'm getting with this order, I feel a lot more comfortable about it, and we're getting it a lot sooner than if we would have been waiting for the Model Y. So that means less waiting before we get to do more videos on the car, less waiting before doing FSD beta drives and that kind of stuff. Of course, the delivery day experience. There's so much I have to look forward to. Gotta get quotes from Tesla insurance. I'm curious. I think I'm still too young to get actually competitive rates, but yeah, this is it. This is real. This is happening, and I'm incredibly thankful that this is like a reality. I still feel like I'm in a dream, but everyone supporting the channel over on Patreon, seriously, thank you a bunch. Everyone just watching the videos, you're helping a ton too, and I hope you all have an excellent rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.